Why do you think that WWE is so popular? What is it about the sport that is just fanatical?
I like that.
I think it's the characters. Big time. I mean, I will always say, if you're not a fan of wrestling and you do sit through a SmackDown, you watch those 2 hours, you're going to find something for everybody, whether it's a character you like, a match you like, a style that you like. There's so many different things to get into. And I think it's being able to attach yourself to a character. There's like all of the history that you can go back to, and that's always going to be sprinkled through. Like, I find on like the broadcasting side of things, there's so many different layers to things that you have to know. It's hard to kind of like just jump in and get yourself up to speed because there is so much stuff, and they're all built upon over the years. But yeah, I think it's the characters 100%. There's just something so infectious about watching these athletes that are also these entertainers. Like, it always blew my mind working there and having this different respect. Like, I know you can like watch the show and be like, okay, they're doing this thing, whatever. But like, to be there in the belly of the beast and see like the show coming together last minute. Like, sometimes we would go on the air without the show written. Like, we're out there doing commentary. We have no scripts. We have no show in front of us, but the show is starting. Here we go. Things are changing. And then you see these, someone will go out and do this like 20-minute match. Then my dumbass jumps in there and is like, hey, let's have a little conversation. And then they have this like promo that has been written for them that they've had to memorize. And there's lines they need to hit. And there's promotions that they need to get in. Like, all of these different things. Like, that always blew my mind to see someone like really quickly, like, okay, this is what we're doing in our match. Cool. Okay, this is my promo for afterwards. Like, there's just so much. There's so much that these athletes do, and I couldn't applaud them and the production crew enough. Like, the crew that is in there every single week, putting on these shows, writing these new shows. There's pay-per-views. People get injured. Things have to change. There's just so many different moving parts to it that I find really fascinating, and how a show can like change and they adapt and they figure it out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's one thing I was a little worried about when I was doing kind of my backstage hit. They told us to stand down, or whatever the word they use, and they were going through it as producers. And I was like, oh my God, did I mess up? Did I, F it up? What's happening? And the guys I were with were like, you're fine.